which thou camest.
Right, so bring that back again. Bring that back again. So the Lord, he breaks down the scriptures. He said, and I will turn you back by the way with, you know, a horse bridle. He said, I will put hooks into thy jaws and a bridle on thy lips, and I'm going to turn you back to the way which you came, because Russia was built to destroy America. That's the only reason they was formed. But Russia, for a long period, they went out of that hating America spirit. So bring that back. I am against thee.
And I will, okay. Behold, and thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Right.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Now read that.
Because thy rage against me and thy tumult is come up into mine ears.
Right.
Therefore will I put my hook in thy nose.
Right.
And my bridle in thy lips.
Right.
And I will turn thee back by the way by which thou camest.
And he did that to Sennacherib, man. He did that. So that show you how he gonna bring Russia back into that. It says the Cold War too. And this Cold War is gonna get fucking hot. It's gonna get hot. We at the end of this. So the Lord, and this is exactly, remember, when you think about the 90s and shit, you wasn't thinking about Russia. You wasn't thinking about Russia. Remember that Rocky movie when he fought the Russians? That was the time of the Cold War. Yeah, Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. Right? That, and you had, not to get on topic, but you had our people, Apollo Creed. You got Apollo Creed niggas out here that came out dancing. I'm living in America. New York City, LA. And that Russian put his ass to death. He killed that coon ass nigga. He came out dancing and shit. And that Russian put his ass to death, man. And that's what's gonna happen. That's spiritual. Because our people that fight in America's army that's patriotic, them Russians gonna get you niggas, man. First of all, you American. Well, first of all, you an Israelite. They look at you as niggas. And second of all, you a fucking American, man. So your ass is grass, man. There's gonna be a lot of fucking Apollo Creeds there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man.
Rocky, that's spiritual. Rocky was Peter. Was King David, because then he knocked out Ivan Drago at the end.
Yeah,
that's spiritual, yeah. He's the rock, Peter.
And what Drago said, he's like a piece of iron. He's like, I can't break him. He's like a piece of iron. And what Apollo manager said, he was like, you see, he's not a machine. He's not a machine. He's a man. He's a man. And that's what people think of Esau. They think of Esau as this God that can't be defeated. But as the Lord start taxing his ass, you're gonna see like, yo, you just a mortal fucking man. And the weakest at that. You know? That I watch that shit every time it's on cable. Rocky or Rocky 4. That's my shit, man.
It says in Isaiah 14, is this the man?
Right. Yeah, is this the man? But what Apollo manager said was spiritual. You see? Because Rocky ain't think he could beat him. Just like, you know, our people, different nations coming against Esau, they don't think they could beat him. But he was like, you see, he's not a fucking machine, he's a fucking man. When he cut him, he's cut, the Russian is cut, you know, then it's milk. But that's the same thing that's gonna go down with America. California, North Korea has been taken. California has been taken. California is off the face of the North Korea, bomb California. It is gone, you know what I'm saying? And that same hype spirit, man, you know? Man, I can't watch that movie. I be in the spirit since a kid though, after seeing that and shit, you know? But now it's spiritual, you see it through the spirit, man.
Obadiah verse 7.
Right.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Right.
The men that were at peace with thee.
Right, because at one time, America used to pay Russia off, like billions of dollars a year. But now the Lord, and that kind of like pacified Russia. But now Russia don't want no fucking money, man. At one point, America used to back, remember that old Rambo movie? America used to back the Afghans. Russia lost to Afghanistan in the 80s. But now the Afghans is now beefing with the Americans. So it's a big joke, man. That's it.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee,
Right?
and prevailed against thee.
Read.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Right, because Russia used to take money from America. You know, different peace treaties and shit. But the Lord said what? The same people that ate thy bread is going to put a wound under you, stab you in the back.
There is none understanding in him.
All right, that's it. Bring that back, brother.
And I will put hooks into thy jaws.
Well, look, I'm a fisherman. I'm going to dwell on this hooks on the jaw. I like going physically fishing and spiritual more. But since I was a little kid, I like fishing. Little Willie, I might go tomorrow. But when you fishing, right, a fish grab your hook and take off. But when I hook him in his jaw or his lip, I turn him back to, say I'm at the bait, and I throw my line out. When he grip my line and notice he hooked, he's not gonna swim towards me. He's gonna swim out and try to tangle up in some weeds or something where I gotta cut my line and he go free. But my job is to hook him and bring him back towards the bait. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was with my grandfather once, he was fishing, he hooked some big shit. He was like, yo, I couldn't even turn them around. He was like, I ain't see what it was, but he took off with my line, that shit cut like a razor hit it. So I was like, damn, that was a big fish. But the point is, he said what? I couldn't even turn them around. Meaning the fish had so much weight on him, and he was so powerful that when he grabbed this shit and took off, he tried to tighten up on him, that shit was like, pow. But the point is that he said what? I will pull hooks into thy jaws and bring you back into the ways I want you to go. And what? That spirit of hating America, destroying America, starting trouble with America. Read on, brother.
And bring thee forth, and all thine army horses and horsemen,
Right.
all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Russia got
even
what?
a great-
All sorts of armor. Russia got all types of shit. They even giving the other nations weapons. Oh, the Philippines, y'all down? Take these guns. Now, that's like we beefing with somebody. And I got so many weapons. Hey, brother, I'm giving out duffel bags. I'm giving out duffel bags. Hey, one for you, grenades and everything. One for you, one for you, one for you. You been passing out weapons. That's how much weaponry Russia got, man. That's how much armory Russia got. All right, shalom, brother. Take care, man. Have a safe drive. All right. Yeah, kind.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Like the king's heart, which is Russia is a king. There's no more one king ruling. The last part of that was Alexander. That's why he said the fourth beast shall be diverse from all other beasts. Because all other beasts before the Romans, they all had one dude as a leader. But when Rome came around, you had Caesars and set up, but they dealt with like a senate and so forth. You know, they rule as a body of people. So Russia is a king, man. So the Lord said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Read.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
But he turned it whatsoever he will. And he turned Russia back into that USSR mentality, man. And really, that was the Lord having mercy, because if Russia stayed in that Cold War mentality right now, we'd probably be in the kingdom, been in the kingdom. But the Lord had pacified them for a moment of time. You know, and now he turning them back, you know? Just like the Dark Ages. If the crackers ruled from the Roman Empire all the way to now, this earth would be fucked up, man. The Lord had to be like, nah, it ain't time for my son kingdom to come. So you know what? I gotta take these devils down for a while and put them up in the caves. I'm gonna let Jake rule, then I'm gonna bring them back and destroy them. Because a person that destructive can't rule that long. You know, he'd be done destroyed every fucking thing, man. You know, these devils can't stay in power. Look at, now they've been in 500 years of rulership. They brought the earth to the brink of destruction. So imagine ruling from the Roman Empire through the Dark Ages to now, man, this earth would be done. It'd be done. So the Lord got everything set in his own will. Read on. Yeah, read on, brother.
All right. Horsemen and all clothed with all sorts of armor.
All sorts of armor, read.
Even a great company with bucklers.
But the Lord said Russia will come with what? A great company. Like you got company, that means other people with you. Read on.
And shields, all of them handling swords.
Read.
Persia.
Who?
Persia.
Who is Persia? Iran, man. Iran is the main, it's Russia, but the pawn, one of the main pawns to this Third World War is Iran. America has to invade Iran. Or Iran has to get attacked through Israel, the rats that's over there. So he said, but before 1935, Iran was called Persia. Matter of fact, what's right next to Iran? The Persian Gulf. So you'd be like, well, if this the Gulf of Persia, what the fuck is Persia? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what a person's supposed to say. Like, if this is the Gulf of Persia, what the fuck is Persia? Persia is Iran. You know, so Russia is backing Iran. So whatever beef Iran get into, Russia gonna get into. And whatever beef Israel get into, America gonna get into.
You know, it's crazy. During the Reagan era, America was actually friends with Iran and funding them money. It was Reagan and Ali Noor funding Iran money and building up their military back during the Reagan era.
Right, see, see. Beautiful edification.
Persia, Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, read.
Libya.
Libya, now they killed Muammar Gaddafi. You know what I'm saying? So now you got what? Russia is back in Libya, and not just Libya, all them northern African countries, man. They listen, this shit go down, you rolling with two people. You rolling with Russia or you rolling with America. Word is on. That's how the Lord got, because war is amongst two people. You got one side versus the other side. You know, the Lord made things in twos. So either you rolling with Russia or you rolling with America. As far as the political sense, we rolling with the Lord. Now in the political sense, as you are a country, who you rolling with, Russia or, because this shit about to kick off, man. And all of the American allies that's next to Russia is gonna get fucking annihilated, man. They gonna get wasted. Like the land of Israel is gonna be, who's over there really backing them? All them NATO countries. Yo, Russia told NATO, Russia told Poland, which is a part of NATO, if you put missile defense system, because Poland close as hell to Russia. They said, it was a couple years back, they said if you put missile defense systems in Poland, we gonna nuke you. Fuck war. They said we just gonna nuke you. So this thing is getting intensified, man. Read on, brother.
Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
Right, read.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarma,
right,
of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
Right.
Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and thy company, and all thy company.
And all thy company be prepared. Read.
That are assembled unto thee, and thou a guard unto them.
Right, be a guard. Like if you about to fight, you put your guard up so your face won't get hit. So Russia is a guard to these other countries. The Philippines might be backed by Russia. That's why they probably, because you be like, yo, why are they talking all this shit? You know? But the Russia is being a guard to a lot of these countries. So if they don't have a nuclear program or nuclear weapons, they talking shit because what? They being backed by Russia, man. You know, and that's a strong, that's it. Yeah, finish that, Joel.
Joel chapter 3, verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up, get to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right, and then when I judge all the heathen round about. And Jehoshaphat come from the word Yahweh Mashaphat. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father. Ma means from, Shaphat means judge. So when you add a Ma from it, Mashaphat, it means judgment. Meaning what? The Lord, the valley of decision. Meaning the Lord's judgment. When the Lord is going to make the decision, he's going to judge these other nations. Because if you're making a decision, you're making a judgment. You know, it's just synonyms for the word, read.
Put ye in the sickle,
Right?
for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full.
Right.
The fats overflow,
The facts overflow, read.
for their wickedness is great.
Meaning it's coming to the time for what the Lord to reap the earth. But drop that, give me Revelation 17 and 15. So the prophecies is being rolling.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
Right?
And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest